Hi, I'm City Ponderer, and I'm in the water here at the Aquatic Garden at Wave Hill in the Bronx. And today I wanted to give you a little up-close tour of some of the water lilies that are in bloom right now in the water. So here's the Aquatic Garden, and you can see some water lilies. We're going to take some up-close looks at them, starting off with this one. This is called Joetamakic, which the hybridizer that created this water lily named after his friend's daughter, Joey. Very pretty yellow flowers, very prolific bloomer, and this is a hardy that comes back every year here at Wave Hill. And we have some pitcher plants there just sort of as an accent there. It's a very beautiful grouping of two plants together. This water lily is called a Mela, M-A-Y-L-A. It's also a hardy, which means it comes back every year. In the fall, the plant dies back and just stays under the water in a sort of dormant state throughout the winter, and then it comes back in the spring. This water lily is called Peach Glow for obvious reasons, and has this lovely color. I hope the color comes through in the video, lovely peach, but it also has a really interesting color to the undersides of the leaves, which are very pretty. Sometimes I like to leave a leaf turned upside down just for people to enjoy. Here in the center of the aquatic garden, we have a lot of tall cattails and other kind of cyperus and different marginal plants that come up out of the water. But one of the nice water lilies we have here in the center is this one that's called a Chromatella. And it has a beautiful history. It was one of the first non-white water lilies hybridized in Western Europe by a Frenchman named Marliac, who displayed these water lilies at the Paris exhibition in 1898. And one of the visitors to the exposition was an artist named Claude Monet. He saw these water lilies and he bought some, and he put them in his garden, and they are the ones that he painted in his famous water lily paintings. These are chromatellas. This water lily is called a Colorado, and it's new to Wave Hill. This very pretty color, and we thought it was juxtaposing nicely with the other colors of the other water lilies here. This is one of only two tropical water lilies that we have in the water this year. They're both the same variety. This is called a Miss George Hitchcock. And you can see that this is how you can identify this as a tropical water lily. If you look at the leaves, there's sort of this jagged edge here. Whereas if you look at a hardy water lily over here, this is another Peach Glow, you can see it has a very straight, smooth edge. That's one indication and it's tropical, which means that it doesn't survive the winters here because they're too cold, so it has to be replanted every spring. But because it's tropical and it doesn't really understand what winter is, when the fall starts coming, it doesn't die back the way hardies do. It just keeps on blooming and blooming until it freezes. So it's actually one of the last water lily flowers that we see here in the water here at Wave Hill. So I'm glad you got to see some of the water lilies blooming right now in the water at Wave Hill, and I hope you'll come and see them in person. They're a lot of fun to see and to photograph. Thanks.